Like, scooch it just a little. There we go.
We're live. Happy Mountain Built Monday. Hey.
Oh, sorry.
What
Shaking the whole table.
Earthquake test. We're a little rattled here. We have been having a great day.
Yeah.
But it's been very busy. This is actually video number 3 of the day that we're filming.
Yeah.
We've been running around. We've been out at the ranch property, and we put together one of our pens, one of our Mustang training pens, and we're about to do some sessions with the 4 Mustangs that are here at home. But we're like, we better hop on and do Mountain Built Monday real quick. So we're here. Hopefully you guys are having a great week so far. And yeah, as usual, we're hopping on here. We're a little rattled, but for those that don't know, this is our weekly catch up. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments in the live stream here, and we'll try and get to them. We're thankful for you guys. And so we just wanted to hop on here and chat a little bit. So I guess we'll start with our new girl. So let's talk first impressions. So for those that haven't watched the video yet, we adopted a new Mustang, and she's a really special one.
She's right there. Marley's behind Jason's head. You can't see her.
Dana M6435, just our membership. So that's awesome. That's another channel where we try and do lives. We try and do Thankful Thursday live, members only, because if you guys stick around, you'll see that I miss all kinds of questions on here, but I try my best. But members only Thankful Thursday live stream, there's a lot less people on there, and so I miss less questions on there.
And we haven't been very good at it, but we try to do a Feed With Us Friday live on Friday morning so that all of you that are in the UK or Australia can join along, because we know it's very late. It's probably in the middle of the night. You guys probably aren't watching this live right now, unless you're up for whatever reason. But so we try to do one Friday mornings, and then that way people from other countries can join along too. But we're not as good at getting those out every week because we're really busy.
Yeah.
We try though.
It'll get better. Like once we get everyone and ourselves moved out to the lease property, things will settle in and we'll be on a more set routine. Right now, we're literally just like speed wobbling through life. We're just like blasting downhill. The channel's doing good. Alyssa's editing videos left and right. We're trying to film as much as we can. And so right now it's kind of hectic. But when we get moved out there to the big property and get all the horses out there, it will get better. So hey,
we're excited.
Tango Sierra just said it's 8 p.m. on the East Coast, so thumbs up. And yeah, thank you. We almost did our training sessions with these girls before the live, but we're like, everyone's going to be in bed if they're east of us by the time we're done training, doing our sessions with these girls. So we hopped on here, and honestly, we say it pretty much every week, but these live like sessions are becoming one of our favorite things, something we really enjoy doing. So so we'll get to your first impressions of the curly in just a second, but I already see I'm getting behind on questions. So let's do a couple questions and then we'll talk first impressions with the curly Mustang. So here's one from TM Kalir, says, did I miss why you decided to go back and get the curly Mustang? Great question.
We mentioned it briefly on that video, but we can dive into it more. You want to dive into it more?
Yeah, I was expecting you to. So the reason we went back and got the curly is because we wanted her from the start. We really liked her when we were there, but Alyssa really liked the little cow pony now known as Marley, and felt a connection with her right off the bat. And so we stuck to only getting 2 that first time. So I got my roan girl, Cheyenne. Alyssa got Marley. And we got home, and Marley was just super easy to train and really like straightforward and just gentle. And so we're like, oh, well, we do have time to work with another one. And so we decided to go back and get the curly girl. So that's why we went back and got her. And we're super excited to have her. It's awesome. Because now, for those that don't know, we're doing this full time. So All we do is YouTube and train horses now. And so adding another horse, we wanted to be cautious at first. But since Marley is so easy, Alyssa's going to work with, well, really 3+. She'll work with Honey, Marley, and now the Curly Girl as well. And then obviously with our domestics as well. But we do have actually time for it now since we're blessed to be doing this full time. So, yeah. Anything to add?
No, I
Why
think
we got
that's
the
it.
Curly?
I'm surprised she was still available, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
But she was, so we went back and got her.
Yeah. Okay. So some people are having some trouble with the feed. Some people are not having some trouble with the feed.
I did see a little thing that says it was, I don't know, the connection was unstable or something like that, but it said it'd be back on shortly. So
okay. We came on the other side of the house today, as you can tell. We wanted to have the Curly Girl in the background there. That's her. But so we switched sides of the house. Usually we video over on that side with Honey in the background and our aspen grove. But we wanted to have the youngsters in the background for this one. So the feed might be not as good. So keep us posted on that. Here's a question from Potato. Hey, Potato, I haven't seen you for a while, so welcome back. Okay, Potato says, Jason, I think you should keep Cheyenne. Are you going to keep her? So the plan is I'm trying really hard to stick to the program of finding her a good home. I love her, and we talked about this actually last week a little bit. There will probably never be a Mustang that we gentle and rehome that we're excited to send down the road. It will always be the challenging part of this program that we're trying to start and run. And that would be the case with her. Like thinking about sending her on is really a bummer. And I would love to keep her. We would love to keep all of our Mustangs, but then we couldn't get any more. We would just fill up and we would just be Mustang hoarders at that point. So we want to help as many of these guys as we can. So I'm planning on rehoming her, but since she is my first Mustang, we're going to have a little leeway to potentially keep her. The other thing that we're weighing into that is that I have my girl Mesa, who is the exact same age as Cheyenne. And so having two mares that are the same age, 2 years old, is like, it doesn't really fill in a gap that's super necessary. So, and Mesa is sticking with us. So at least that's a plan for now. So good question though. And that's been a question that a lot of people have asked. So let's see. All right, let me catch up here. Here's a question. Oh yeah, name. So yeah, good question. Dawn says, what's the name? So we need suggestions for the name for the Curly Girl. We have some that I really like. Can I say my favorite on here already? So my favorite, a lot of people have been calling her Curly Sue. Excuse me, but I'm just talking the whole time. We need to get Alyssa in here. Someone ask a question for Alyssa after this one. But yeah, a lot of people have been saying Curly Sue, and I was like, I don't want to call her Sue. But then someone spelled it Sioux, like the Indian tribe, like Sioux, Curly Sue, and we would just call her Sue. And I love that one. That one's my favorite. But we're still taking
Sassy Sue.
Sassy Sue. Yep, that fits. So yeah, so we're still taking suggestions. So drop them in the chat, drop them in the comments if you're watching after the fact.
Yep.
But speaking of Sassy Sue, do you want to let's hear your first impressions, Alyssa. Let's pull you into the conversation.
Is about like I thought she was gonna be when we went and looked at her. Actually, a lot of you think I picked Marley because she was just so chill and calm, and I liked her. I really liked her, but she didn't really come up and even interact with us very much at the facility. Like she came up and sniffed me and then was just kind of like whatever, doing her own thing. But the Curly kept coming up to Jason and being like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing? And so I was like, well, like I did like the build of Marley better because she looked like a little cutting horse. But I thought the Curly was going to be really easy. And I thought Marley, I didn't really know. But I was like, she'll probably be closer to Cheyenne as far as training for the competition thing that we're doing. And then Marley ended up being like the easiest Mustang in all of Mustangs. And so then we're like, well, we'll go back and get the Curly. And my original thought was she was going to be pretty chill. And she's pretty chill. So we'll see how this goes. But she's pretty chill. So she's funny. She is sassy. She does her little head thing, which is so funny. And
she does it quite a bit too.
Pretty brave already. She was having fun with that ball, if you guys saw the short. And there's a tarp in there that we let them play around with. And Marley is all about the tarp. She's like, walks all over the tarp. Same with Cheyenne, actually. Cheyenne loves to walk across the tarp. She has no problem. And so a little curly girl was right behind them, like, okay, maybe this thing's okay. So she's pretty brave.
Yeah, she's awesome. We're already kind of falling in love with her. I think she's going to be a really special horse to rehome for someone because she is super chill and those curlies are super rare. Someone told us they were endangered. We haven't looked into like exactly what that definition of endangered is, but they are super rare. And her personality is pretty laid back so far. Yesterday, Alyssa did the first session with her, so we haven't dove in too far. We filmed it, and that'll be coming out sometime whenever Alyssa has time to edit. But anyways, yeah, yesterday was the first session, and she is really laid back and has that just like easygoing personality that'll make her a really special horse for someone. So,
and I think she's gonna be big. Like she's very stocky. Yep. It seems like that's a pretty typical body build for those curlies. Like if you look at a lot of the curly horses, I was a little worried with how thick her neck is, but after looking at other curlies, I'm like, that's just how they are.
It is.
Like they're weird. Just thick.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna be pretty tall. She's already, I don't know, pretty close to the same height as Cheyenne.
Almost.
Just a little shorter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And same age, so she's probably gonna be pretty tall.
Yeah.
We're betting Cheyenne's around 14.2.
Yeah.
14.3 maybe.
Maybe 14.3.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
She is. She's tall, and as she fills out, she's going to be a stunner. Cheyenne will. Yep. She's put together really well. I saw Jim Trotter said the same thing on here. Cheyenne's my favorite. She's so well put together and has a great personality.
Yep, and she's very athletic. Like, she's just a really nice mover. I think the curly's probably gonna be a little clunky. That's my guess. She's pretty thick.
She's more of like a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
But nothing wrong with that.
I think that's great for a lot of people, like myself included a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Oh yeah. So I saw 2 questions come in here and it just jumped on me, but, the 2 questions were basically, have we thought about keeping one of these mares to have a mule foal? Like, I think someone specifically mentioned how good Marley's mentality is.
She's a good mentality.
And if we thought about maybe keeping her, having a mule foal, and then rehoming her, and that would be a possibility. You could also start her to ride as well.
I would like to start her to ride. We don't know. We'll probably keep these girls for the full year. We haven't checked into that yet. We said we were going to, and we didn't. As far as transferring the adoption to someone else. And I don't know if you can do that plus, if we asked for like a rehoming fee on top of that. So we got to check that out. But we adopted them with the intention to keep them the full year until they're titled and then rehome them anyway. So she would be going on 3. So I don't know. We'd probably, keep her for another year if we're going to start her. So we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling and how much time we have and stuff like that. But it would be really fun, I think.
I do too. Along those lines, first off, I saw Jimmy is on here and Kevin Ackerman's on here. So some longtime watchers. Pitbull's on here. So thanks for being here. But Ramblin' Rose asked a question and said, would you ever breed your Mustangs? And we've talked about this a little bit in the past, but probably the only way we would breed our Mustangs is probably to a donkey for Mustang mules.
Yeah.
Because I think there's room in the market for even tougher mules. Mules are naturally tough and hardy, and a Mustang mule would be a really cool animal, especially one that has the mentality of a horse like Marley or something like that.
Yeah.
So my dream equine is a Kiger mule. A lot of people know that because I talk about it constantly. But a Kiger Mustang mule would be my dream mountain saddle animal. So someday.
Yep.
We get to go. Should I share our exciting news?
Sure.
Should we keep it secret or share it?
I don't know.
I might get in trouble for this one. We get to go look at some Kigers. So we're going to road trip, and we'll dive into that a little more later. But so I'm excited about that. I'm super excited. All right. here is a big red question mark that I like to see from Dawn. It says, Alyssa, do you have a favorite name for curly
the
girl?
curly?
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Sue, spelled like the tribe.
Yeah.
I think that would fit her.
Yeah.
She's
I
pretty
saw.
cute. People have said Annie, but we have Cheyenne, and I just feel like that's too many. Cheyenne, Annie, it's just too similar.
Yeah. Someone asked, this is funny. The reason this is funny is because my aunt texted me about this today. This one's from Matt7125. Says, did you ever name horses as a lad, Jason? What was your favorite naming convention? So, short story. When I was little, like very little, like probably, first grade, second grade, my grandma and grandpa had an Appaloosa horse named Lucky, the first horse I ever rode. He was awesome. But they also had cows, and they would have calves every year. And they would call and let me and my brother name them. And my first question would always be, what color is it? And if it was white, I'd say Whitey. If it was brown, I'd say Brownie. If it was black and white, I'd be like Oreo. And that was a really creative one for me. And so my aunt actually just texted me today and was laughing at me because I called my girl Roni. So she's like, you haven't changed a bit.
Didn't your grandpa and grandma probably were like, we're not going to tell you what color it is.
I forgot to say that part. Yeah. So, yeah, they got to where they had a batch of calves and they called and they're like, all right, what do you want to name them? And I was like, what color are they? And they're like, we're not going to tell you the color. You just pick a name. So I'm not very creative. My girl Roni back there. So, yeah, great question, though. That's funny that you asked that when my aunt just texted me this morning. Pitbull has a question. Is the question which of your Mustangs is our favorite or the three new ones? Yeah. So I pinned a question. And what I was asking is out of the three new ones, I didn't make that super clear. So I was curious, which is you guys' favorite of our three new Mustangs from the Wind River Horse Sanctuary? What'd you guys think about?
Or you could have a curly mule full. Yeah, that $90,000 mule was out of a curly Mustang. So
yep,
she got a $90,000 mule.
Yep. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, probably not. But
it's actually a great fit. That's something to think about because the curlies are known for being stout and they're known for being really chill. And what we like in mules is mules that are stout and really chill and also obviously really tough. And curlies are known for being really good in winter weather, which here in Idaho it gets fairly cold. So it's like that could be something to look into in the future. Yeah. So I like the way you think.
We're excited to get her all DNA tested and send it off to the curly registry. They have some different DNA tests to see like what coat mutation she has and stuff like that. So yeah, we're excited to send some hair off.
I'm super excited for that one. I'm excited for all three of these DNA tests, but especially the curly. I'm pumped to see the results.
If any of you have curly horses, how do you manage their manes? Because I feel like if I brush her mane out, it's just going to be one big frizzy floof. So do you guys like actually get any kind of special product to like help the little ringlets? Because I've never brushed out a curly horse's mane before, and I feel like it's just going to be a disaster. So let me know.
You need a lot of that help. Apricot stuff that we got.
Well, I just feel like it's just going to be, it needs to like be back in its little ringlet.
Yeah, it does. It deserves to be curled.
Yeah.
So here's a really good question, actually, from Claire Lucas. Not actually. We got a ton of good questions. I don't know why I said that. It says, would you have got another Mustang if Curly was not available? I have my thoughts. What is your...
Probably not right now.
Yep.
The reason that we felt okay with her is one, we knew these girls all got along. So it wasn't a worry bringing her here and throwing her in with these two girls. Also, we didn't feel like we needed a quarantiner from these two girls. They've all been together like within the last month. So that was a huge help because if you bring in another horse from a different area, you have to be, they've all had their vaccinations and Coggins and all that stuff, but it's still a little bit of a worry if someone has a cold or something. And then the main worry is just them getting along. So you dump a new horse in there, and they'll sort it out, but someone could get kicked or injured or whatever. So with these girls, we knew they had been in together and there was no worry. So that's why we felt okay just dumping her right out with these girls and yep, they've gotten along really good. So
it was just a really natural fit and just really simple, which is really nice because our life has been kind of hectic. So it just took all the friction away, and it was like, well, we could go pick her up. She would just fit right in seamlessly.
Yeah. We talked about it on I think on our first session yesterday that we filmed, which you guys haven't seen. But there was actually a curly gelding that they had gotten back in. So he was from the same HMA from White Mountain. He looks identical to this curly. He was a 4-year-old. And so we're like, is that her brother? Like, I mean, same marking, same color. Like, the girl at the sanctuary sent me pictures of both of them, and she was like, it would be really cool to see them go together, but we just didn't feel like we could take on another horse. He already had all of his groundwork done. The people actually ended up having to relinquish him. The husband got injured. They couldn't afford to keep him anymore, so they relinquished him back. And so the sanctuary got him back in. So it would have been a $125 adoption fee, but some other people that had just adopted 2 other horses from the sanctuary ended up taking him. And so they already have a saddle on him, like he's good to go. And we thought really hard about bringing him on too because he sounded really chill, but we're just like, that's too much right now. So we just got the curly girl, but he found a really nice home. But I'm excited to show you guys pictures because they look identical.
Yeah, it's really neat.
They really could be full siblings.
And you're going to put that in the first training video, right?
Yeah, we talk about it in the video that we filmed yesterday, and I'll put some pictures in there for you guys. So
yeah. Let's see. I'm going to catch back up on the questions here, but I see one from Sunnytime asking, how is Taz doing? And Taz is doing great. Was that the live? Did I already talk about how Taz went just absolutely flying with me on his back?
No, that was a pickup video. We talked about Taz.
Oh, okay. I thought I had talked about it. Yeah. So Taz is doing great. He's happy. He's in with Riata and Josie at the lease property. And he's full, like he's like big. I don't know about muscular, but he's filled out really well. He's shedding out, looking beautiful. And he looks like he's feeling really good. He's just sweet and chill.
Got chiropractic recently.
Yeah, he got popped real good. And he's doing good. So I rode him a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Days kind of blur together, but yeah, a few days ago, and he actually did okay. Like he was chill. He's not refined at all. Like he doesn't really
a colt, like a young, 3-year-old Greenbroke colt.
Yep, he doesn't really know where his feet are. It doesn't feel like. But as far as just his mentality, if you guys have been following Taz's journey, you've seen that he gets kind of amped up, but he wasn't really amped up. No, he really did great. He was kind of falling asleep with me on his back when I would let him rest and soak mentally. And, but I let him lope one time. I just like gave him the reins and just let him run just to kind of get some energy blown out of him, and, he went like kind of fast, and then he went kind of faster, and then he's like, oh yeah. And he just started like, it felt like I was going like 90 miles an hour, but
he was like a fast lope.
It was,
but he is long strided, so it does feel fast on him.
Yeah, faster than Riata, my mule.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But yeah, anyways,
his legs are twice as long.
He grabbed a gear more than I was used to with him, and he got going a little too fast for himself, and he got a little honky, a little bucky.
Yeah, he just puts his head down. He just like kind of goes like this.
But
when he gets like going too fast, he like can't help himself.
Yeah, it was too much, but he was having fun though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Here's another question. I'm catching back up. Here's one from Jill Breeze. Hey, Jill. How are you guys doing over there in Washington? Says, have you been working with Honey daily? Yep.
Every day.
And she's doing really well. Well, it's all relative. Yeah. Again, this isn't even caffeinated coffee. I just feel like I'm blabbing the day away. But it's all relative. Honey has her scale of like really good to like not really good. And Marley has her scale of really good to not really good, and Cheyenne and blah, blah, blah. Well, on Honey's scale, she's been doing great and making significant moves in the right direction, in my opinion, just from watching from the outside.
Yeah, she feels a lot more relaxed.
We're filming a Honey update today, like after we're done.
Yeah, it won't be like a standalone video, but in the video we're filming today, there'll be a Honey update. So
what we're filming today is a day in the life video. It's kind of like everything start to finish, driving out to the lease, working with those guys, setting up Mustang pens. And then we're going to finish by working with these girls and doing a session with Honey and doing a little update to finish.
Yeah.
So also, I see 842 people are watching. So that is awesome. I can't remember what our record is, but thank you guys. And hit the like button if you guys enjoy these lives. It actually helps us a lot if you like and comment and all that fun stuff. Also, speaking of that kind of stuff, thank you guys to everyone who subscribed when I nailed that shot with the hay bale in the last video. We actually got a lot of subscribers from that video, and I'm sure it was because that amazing athletic feat of mine.
Yeah.
Not because we're adopting and helping Mustangs, but because of that hay bale toss.
100%.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to step on the strings off the hay net and then just like.
That would have been way better. Then we would have got more attention from that for sure. Oh, here's a good question from Marianne Everhart. It says, how long do you quarantine a horse you buy from a sale? That's a great question that I don't actually know the answer to.
We usually shoot for around a month, but we actually haven't bought a horse from a sale.
No,
ever.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a sale and I bid on a horse and a mule. But yeah, we've never won. We tried to buy our first mules from the Billings livestock sale
back in the day.
From the Salise before we got Clyde and Riata.
Yep.
That was sad when we didn't. Her name was, I'm forgetting,
Pandora.
Pandora. Her name, the mule's name was Pandora from Scott and Sandy Salee over there in Montana. And we went and we had our like $2,500 saved up.
It was more than that. I think it was like $5,000.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
It was not enough to buy Pandora is all I remember because we
I
bid.
think she went for like 56. Who knows how high she would have gone if we would have kept bidding, but.
Yeah, I remember she was just out of reach. So
yeah.
I don't know why I started talking about that, but it worked out well for us because now we have Clyde and Riata, the greatest mules in the West. At least Clyde's pretty good.
Us anyway.
Any other questions here? Here's one from Pitbull. Big red question mark, which helps me. Says, I forgot, but is Taz a mix of any kind?
Yes, he's kind of a mutt. He's mainly quarter horse and Appaloosa. So his mom was a half Appy, half quarter horse. And then his dad was a registered blazer, which is a mixture of thoroughbred, Shetland, quarter horse, and Morgan. So
lots of stuff.
He's a lot of things.
It's funny that he's part Shetland. Let's see. Oh yeah, this would be a fun idea. Jimmy, New Mexico elk hunter, says maybe y'all should have husband versus wife ranch chore Olympics.
There you go.
That would be fun. Maybe I could actually beat you at that.
You probably could.
You guys need to help me find a competition that I can actually at least compete with Alyssa at. Maybe not beat her, but at least compete. Throwing hay bales for distance, maybe. Let's see. Oh, let's do here. You watch for questions. I'm going to do thank yous real quick. We got a pile of thank yous from our Amazon wish list, which I said every week. It's so humbling and we appreciate it so much. So
it really is. And y'all have made our dogs into spoiled little monsters.
They are. They're like, I got in the truck. Where's my treat? Like anything. I went outside. Where's my treat? I went to bed. Where's my treat?
The mailman shows up and they're like, all right, open the
Where's
box.
My treat?
Where's my treats? There's treats in those boxes.
Oh, yeah.
They're funny.
Okay. So, so first off, Trisha. Thank you, Trisha. Cindy Young. One from Patricia. So we have Trisha and Patricia. So thank you. One from Zen, Deb Bauer, and Janet. So thank you guys. It means a lot to us. The gifts themselves are really fun, but just the thoughtfulness that you guys show in supporting the channel, it really is humbling and it means a lot to us. So thank you guys.
And we've said this before, but a couple of the packages arrive like in the manufacturer's shipping and there's not a thank you. Like there's not a gift receipt. So we can't thank you. But thank you if we didn't mention you.
Yeah. Diane says I win the best mustache contest. Most of the time.
Yeah, working on it. It hasn't filled in yet.
Yeah. I forgot to clean off my ear.
Yeah. Jason ran into a post today.
Yep. Ear first. Okay. Here's some questions that came through. Rosemary Abbott says, do you have any idea when you'll be moving out to the new lease? Great question.
Hopefully
One that we ask
soon.
ourselves every day. Soon. Well, really all we're waiting on is shelters. We need at least one shelter to be built and set up for Honey. We just got the Mustang round pen set up for Honey.
Yeah.
But it needs the shelter put on it. For one, with BLM, you have to have shelters for your horses. Plus,
At least, yeah, windbreak, like there's different rules, but
yeah. So here in Idaho, yeah,
there's
or this part
no
of
windbreak out there.
So we need the shelter, and we would just put up a windbreak for her along the round pen, but it would be terrifying for Honey when they brought the shelter in and put it in place.
Yes.
So we're waiting on the shelter for Honey. So we're hoping very soon. We've even thought about like just building them ourselves, and because it's going to be much simpler when we're out there. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say a couple weeks and we'll be out there.
I hope
It
so.
feels like
The guy that's building so there's barbed wire that goes around the big field, and the owner doesn't like barbed wire for horses, which we're very grateful for. So they are having 2 sections of that fence redone in buck and rail, which is very expensive. They want to do the whole field, but they're going to do it in 2 different years. So anyway, that guy is coming out. He's building buck and rail around 2 sides of the pasture. He's also the same guy that's building the shelters. So he's super busy. So we talked with the owners and we talked with that guy. And so he's on hold on the fence right now. And he's supposed to be building one of the shelters. That way we can get it in place and put Honey in that pen. And then we don't have to move the shelter, like Jason said, when Honey's already in the pen, because you can imagine how traumatizing that might be for her. If like there's a skid steer moving a 12x12 shelter and like pounding in posts with the skid steer right next to her, it probably wouldn't go well. So we're going to get that all done first before we take her over there. But
yeah.
And for the other girls, they probably won't need to go in the Mustang pens. We actually might just take our panels from here and go put them out there. So, and I thought about getting one of those, what are they called? Gosh, I'm blanking on the name.
Yeah, you've been talking about them all
Anyway,
day.
they're like the little shelter kits.
Is it
Shelter Logic?
Yeah.
That you can put on panels. But one thing is our mules destroy everything. And I've read reviews that if you have a horse that chews on stuff, they destroy those shelters really quickly. And the other thing is it's really windy out there, which they might do okay if we really get them like secured down. But we also get a lot of snow out there in the wintertime. And so that thing sounds like collapses under any amount of snow, which right now wouldn't be an issue, but they're like $400.
Don't want to throw it down the drain, really.
So you're just throwing away $400, or do we just wait a little longer until these shelters are built? So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have a barn there. There is a small barn there. And so we can bring our like domestic roosters included, but into the barn if the weather gets really bad and they need to go somewhere. There's stalls in there. So we can put them in there, which is nice, but you just can't do that with Honey, obviously. We can't like lead her into the barn. So she definitely needs a shelter.
Yep. We're hoping to get out there as soon as possible.
Yes.
ASAP as possible.
Yes.
Here's another question from, this is a fun one. From, I don't know how you say this, but DREAC 5625 says, what do you use for hunting elk? I just got my first archery permit for whitetails in Connecticut. So congratulations. Eating a whitetail that you harvested in the mountains or the woods is super fulfilling. So congratulations on starting on that endeavor. It's a steep learning curve, but thankfully there's a lot of stuff online. So we both have Matthews lifts. Those are the bows that we use, and we have Victory arrows, and probably going to use Beast broadheads this year. So
yeah, we're gonna try those.
Yep. So that's what we have. So congratulations. Keep us posted.
Yep.
We'll have some, hopefully. We just talked about this today.
We got the Matthews Lift 33, but we don't have a lot of brush where we're hunting around.
It's a kind of a long, tall bow. Yeah.
Not an actual long bow, but just a longer.
Here's one from Caffeinated Veterinarian. Alyssa.
I like the name.
Yeah, I do too. Alyssa, new merch soon. maybe Mustang themed.
Yes, we've been thinking about. We actually have a new shirt out. Is it out?
Well, no, because we had to test it. We
we
ordered
don't have a
them.
new shirt out, but I made a new shirt design. We ordered ours to make sure they're good because we don't want to put out anything that's comes out weird. So we ordered them to make sure they're good, and then they'll be out on the website. So you can order this.
Yep.
That's from our website.
Yeah, but that is on the list. It's one of many things on the list, and who knows what will like get done first, but that's definitely on the list.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill and Patty are watching from the Griswoods,
Nice.
Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Hopefully you find him.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey,
cool.
Speaking of Griswoods, one of my favorite parts of picking up the Curly video was that grizzly bear that we got footage of, and there weren't very many comments on it. So I was like, what the heck, you guys? Does no one like seeing a grizzly bear?
A little young male grizzly bear.
It made my day. I had a blast seeing that. We even turned the horse trailer around and got back to where we could get a little better footage and see him a little closer.
And then he went and flopped down in the snow. It was so funny. Like, he probably still has kind of his winter coat, and it was like he was scrounging around for whatever. And then he walks over and he just like flops in the snow like he got too hot.
It was cool. Yeah. It was really neat to watch him. Potato says, bye, y'all. Have to go feed the new kittens. A lady's coming. She might buy one.
Oh,
so
nice.
Good luck, Potato. Have a great night. Let's do a couple more questions, and then we will probably get to working with these Mustangs.
Yes.
We probably have a solid, 3 hours of training, and we only have about 2 hours of daylight left. So
training faster.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Pitbull says, speaking of merch, I love zip hoodies, not pullover. So that's something to keep in mind. We should do some that aren't pullover because I love hoodies. Oh, wait, zip hoodies. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll have to look at that. Yeah. When you said zip, I was picturing just like a mock neck zip up, but the zip hoodie. We'll have to look into that. Here's a question from Paige Muscleman 210. Says, hey, from Michigan. Will you be breaking the Mustangs before selling them? The plan is just gentling them, not starting them under saddle. Alyssa really wants to, but that's just like a longer hold time and longer time before we can adopt another one. And the reason why is because these are only two. So Marley would probably be ready to put a saddle on and start working with
yesterday.
Yeah, if she was old enough, but we'd have to wait all the way until next summer to even start thinking of riding them, and then you would have to put in the time riding them so that they were well trained enough to go to a new home and that that learning to transition over. So do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear on that. We'll see how we feel about it, but yeah, we would have to hold them over quite a while longer. So
our goal is to adopt and rehome kind of as many as possible, obviously within reason, doing it well and keeping our sanity. But in order to do that, we have to rehome them as much as we'd like to keep them. So, hey, Jeff Gregg 8768 just joined the members channel. Hey. So thank you. We crossed over 400 members, and I can't tell you guys what a big blessing that is. It's amazing to have that many members, and it's like not to talk too much about money, but having that like monthly income from the membership is a huge blessing to us. So just want to say thank you really quick. We appreciate it a lot. Jill's out of here, says I got to go as well. Got a trail ops. Oh, Backcountry Horsemen of Washington trail ops meeting at 6:00. Backcountry Horsemen is awesome. Thank you guys for clearing trails and taking care of the public lands for us. So have a great evening, Jill. All right, I don't see any more questions, so I think we're going to go work with some horses. I'm going to smoke Alyssa tonight at the husband versus wife competition. Stay tuned. You can watch probably sometime this week. You can watch me smoke Alyssa and the Curly. Totally joking, obviously. Okay.
People
all right.
At you.
Yeah, classic. Classic. People laughing at me. I'm getting used to it the more I'm on here. So, and someone asked, can we see the Curly? I can't take the computer over there because it already has bad enough connection here. So I think, is that her in the middle right there? Yeah. So there's Curly Girly. So she's awesome. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Stephen Morris, for buying a gift membership. We appreciate
awesome.
it. So you guys have a great night. Have a great whole week. And we'll see you on the next one.
Well, he bought 50 of them.
What?
Look at all these people.
50 memberships?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He gave all these people memberships?
Yep.
Holy smokes. That's so cool. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah. So all you
Well,
guys
enjoy.
getting memberships, we'll see you on Thankful Thursday.
2 more uncuts are coming out. Where's my hand? 2 more uncuts are coming out tonight.
Yeah.
I already got them uploaded, so I'll make them. Those are members only. You guys have seen them on the public channel, the cut up versions, but the uncuts are coming out tonight. So stay tuned for those.
Yeah, full raw uncut training sessions. Super long, but if you enjoy horse training and just seeing the whole thing.
Or hearing our silly bloopers that we cut out.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great week. We appreciate you all. And yeah, that's so cool, Stephen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.